How many of you, when you was a young guy or a young girl, that you put on two pair of pants when you knew you got in trouble? Welcome to today's daily devotion. Let's talk about this for a little bit. And today's title is When Rex Got a Whipping. And in the book of Psalms, in chapter 19 and verse 9, it says, the fear of the Lord is pure, enduring forever. I remember many whippings. You know, I probably should have got 3 a day instead of 2 a day. I remember a time of getting just one whipping. I don't have time for me to tell you all the times that I got a whipping or I should have got a whipping. But I remember a time, you know, when Mom has told me and my brother Rusty says, y'all need to come to the house. And we was maybe out in the yard playing football this day, and or basketball or baseball, I can't remember which one, but you know, Mom called us to come on in the house because it was getting dark, but we decided not to. We was going to stay and play a little bit longer. And all of a sudden, man, Mom comes out, and boy, here it is. We get this tail whipping. It might be seem light and not just making light of it or making out to be funny, but you know, it's just about the fear. You know, from that day on, I fear the Lord. From that day on, I feared Mom. From that day on, you got that whipping, the fear should come over you. Hey, next time Mom calls and says it's time to come in the house, you know what? It's time to put football, baseball, basketball aside, or putting fishing or hunting or whatever, and you going in the house. Hey, I got to go through the same thing with my children, with Chad and Eli. They didn't do everything that I told them to do right when I said to do it. They go clean up your room. Well, 30 minutes later, you still tell them go to clean up your room. You see, if you're not showing, if you're not dishing out punishment for that, then there will be no fear. And that's what God, you know, we have punishment in mind in your life, but God wants the fear of the Lord. He wants our fear to fear Him, because He, you know, whenever you fear something, that means that you perk up, you listen, you watching, you're seeing, you're knowing your surroundings. Whenever you see a rattlesnake crawling on the ground and he's close to you, when you hear that sound of those buttons just sitting there just rattling, then you know you fear, you know that sound, so you know to respect that, you know to get back from that, kill that snake or whatever you want to do. See, God wants me and you to fear. It's not to fear Him in the fact of that He wants us to hate. We hate Him in the fear. He wants that in the respect. The fear of the Lord is pure and enduring forever, because whenever we fear the Lord, that if we do something wrong, that's our conscience bothering us. Man, I'm telling you, when Rex got a whipping, hey, it got my attention. I didn't have to worry about it. I remember one time Mom told me to go break a switch for her. I went and got a switch that was about 12 foot long and brought it back, and boy, that just made her madder. And it was funny to me. Went back and said, go get me another peach slim. And I went back out there and I broke one about this long and carried it back, and you know what? I didn't have to go break the third peach slim because Mom went and got that. And I can tell you now, to this day, whenever she told me to go get her a switch, I got the exact right length from that day, because my rear end felt it. You know, when I got a whipping, that just teaches me the same thing I've had to happen with God. I've had whippings from God as well. Have you had those whippings? Have you had those whippings? If not, get ready, because there's a whipping coming. You know, see, we got to fear God. We got to fear God's ways and God's laws. We got to respect those. Man, I'm telling you, if we don't, there's a whipping coming. God bless you. I hope this is a word to give you some encouragement to listen to God and do what God tells you, because if not, it ain't going to be when Rex gets a whipping. It's going to be when you get a whipping. God bless you. We'll see you again soon.